Black Lives Matter demonstrations swept across the U.S. as COVID-19 infections and deaths skyrocketed. The protests initially began in response to police violence against communities of color. A larger conversation about race, class, and the coronavirus emerged.
The pandemic very sadly and unfortunately laid bare what were pre-existing structural and social realities that really predisposed particular communities to be hardest hit by this pandemic, and hardest hit from a health perspective and hardest hit from an economic perspective.
The disparity grew worse due to economic inequality. A report by the Washington-based Institute for Policy Studies and advocacy group Americans for Tax Fairness revealed how the rich cashed in from the pandemic. It found 10 months into the crisis, America's billionaires increased their total wealth by over $1 trillion. The result of economic inequality along racial lines can be seen in mortality rates of people of color. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention report Black Americans are nearly twice as likely to die of COVID-19, and Hispanic Americans 2.3 times more likely. Peer-reviewed data published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences found this has cut average life expectancy by more than a year. The research says minority populations will be hardest hit. Experts point to economic disparities for causing what's known as a K-shaped recovery, which happens when the wealthy are able to recuperate their losses in a short amount of time, while the poor are left struggling. If this trend continues, it would have lasting effects on the world's largest economy. Timothy Ulrich, CGTN.